I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And a throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's caught. Jones is going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. That flag's coming
front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack.
6 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
9-yard line.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And this throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
To me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception #1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook following the penalty. Down right around the 25. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Deion Buchanan, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Gurley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And less than a yard.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his 1st carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
8 yards.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 16, Ryan escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. First down, it's Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around it. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They go play action now. Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play.
And the Jets 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going. They just need to do it a little bit better on that.
We'll find out. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They run the counter with Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Darnold. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname.
He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Marr able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At the 49-yard
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Play action, Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A slant to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
10 at the 33-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Now Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just shy of the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. They go play action with Ryan. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. This one around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. On first and goal, Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's 21-3.
It is good. Makes the score Falcons 21, Jets 3.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got some space here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Gain of 10. First down, New York.
On first and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Jets on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Here's throw. At the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taywan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
It's football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off. Now,
takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on them as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. It's Spearman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Yards. First down, Jets.
A first down throw, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the ground, it's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
Well, yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Doug. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Darnold on first down. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off here the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now. And
normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Jets 10. Brett Maher to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand. That's what we're going to want to do now. To put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Falcons, the win will help them